Welcome to franchise mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement Your season starts now. Hello, everybody.
Last year's second leading rookie rusher. This is Thomas Rawls. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls.
A transfer from Michigan back to Central Michigan. Got overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out. Ended up being a priority free agent. And boy, what a rookie season he had before injuring an ankle. This guy is something else. When he gets going, their offense really responds.
A beautiful fake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, legs per attempt. Most in the NFL, of course, then he had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy, and looking at the Thomas Rawls we saw into
a really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. On the return, Hester spinning past him. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go again with Rawls. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Here's the fullback, Reese. Bulldozes past him. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Now Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Wilson on the keeper. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Almost feel like a 3rd and 2 quarterback sneak. Well, that's what you get for that play, isn't it?
Go backwards, yeah.
I mean, that doesn't seem like the right call at all.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, that was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL. And, in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that even the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season.
Here's Ajayi. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Tannehill now. The give to Ajayi. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Hester. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it here. This is Reese. And he is going to loop. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long.
Hey, Paulo, wanna play Overwatch? It's Andy.
Social media may be firing up a little bit right now.
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Sims. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Andre Branch in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Wilson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, guys. We'll get back to you soon for the second half of this tied ball game. But first, let's look back now at this first half of play. Both the Seahawks and the Dolphins are having some issues finding a way into the end zone. They'll both look to improve their play on offense and pick up some touchdowns in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Seahawks starting on their opening drive. Haysinger's going to get the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 8. We go now late in the first. Wilson's deep pass will pay off here, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 55. Late in the second, with plenty of pressure this half and another sack. This will go as a loss of 10.
Now, never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now it's Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Offense.
Penalties declined.
with Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Third and long, it's Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. Muscles him off. And this is going to be incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it's fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Dolphins defense, they get set to go here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey. 4 down. What? Booker team. 4 step to the mic. 4 step to the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On first down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. Doug Baldwin, the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 84 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a breakaway for Michael Thomas. The 40. He's at the 30. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run with Ajayi, and he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is Ajayi. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Tannehill. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. And how about this, a fake? Going down the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do in many of them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Morgan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And Stills over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, now 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson surveying the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And incomplete here on third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey. 4 down.
They come out here in the eye. Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a first down, and he's really developed and come on. Now, remember, Jimmy Graham, who's expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. It's Jelani Jenkins that brings him down. 7 yards to go on second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Tight end left.
On second down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Ooh, with a juke. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure. And he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
4 down.
Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You're able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Oh, Wilson going to throw on the move to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got Curse. And a nice spin into some open field. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory. And it pays off. 41 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And And partner, this